This is AFN Berlin, in the service of the service. That's a familiar phrase to radio listeners in Berlin, and here we will see what lies behind it. The modern studios and transmitter of AFN are located at 28 Podbielski Allee in the Dahlem district of Berlin. An efficient staff of American Army and civilian personnel, announcing, writing, producing, performing administration and technical duties, accomplish the smooth functioning of the station during a 20-hour day from 6 a.m. until 2 a.m. the following morning. Here, to illustrate the smooth working channels of the station, Paul Morris, program director and star of many familiar record and request shows. A large private home contains over 20 rooms, now serving as studios. He welcomes the visitor. His request is handled quickly for an interview.
Paul, I wonder how many of the people that listen to AFN in Berlin really know what we have behind the scenes up here.
Well, I can tell you there aren't a whole lot of them. We get these studio audience shows on the air, and we invite people in, but the amount of people who do come in aren't more than, maybe 2% of the whole American population here. I'd be willing to bet.
Well, I'll tell you, it's good to present radio entertainment to the people here in Berlin, but I think we owe them just a little bit more.
What's that?
Let's take everyone on a tour of the studios.
Well, I think that'll be swell.
The majority of our programs originate through the music library. Let's start with the library and see what we have there.
Okay, let's take a walk down.
Okay, let's go.
Hans, I'm looking for a hot number to open up you pick 'em with this afternoon. See, it's a letter from PFC Gary out at the 759th MPs. I want you to hear G.I. Jive done by G.I. Joe. Have you got that record?
Yes, we have it.
Could I have it, please? Dear Jean, up until the time we have been given to hear, that's what I like about the South. Nancy, making whoopee. Song of India. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Hans. Try it out here.
Here's Jim Bailey, civilian member of the AFN staff who does Midnight in Berlin and his own show called Passing Thoughts. Through consoles such as the one at which Jim is sitting come record shows, studio programs, and broadcast from remote points in Berlin. Here's Lee Reynolds getting ready for an on-the-hour station break.
Your station, AFN Berlin, serving those who serve.
USA, the greatest entertainers in America, is requested by you, the men and women in the United States Armed Forces throughout the world. Command Performance, presented this week and every week till you're back from over there.
Herb Graham and Morris Simons conducting the quiz of two sectors.
One is who played opposite Ella Raines in The Strange Affair of Uncle Harry.
Mm-hmm. Sounders.
That's correct. One for the Americans. Pick up some more here, boys, if you
Right.
please.
My turn now, Morris. William Powell played opposite whom in The Thin Man?
Once
Again.
again.
Well,
she got it before I did. There's an honest man there. I'll let her have it.
Who is that? Oh, Susan, what do you say?
Mirna Lloyd.
Mirna Lloyd is absolutely correct. A point for the British.
That was mine. That's easy, I know. I'll give you your answer. Number 3 is who played opposite Annie Sheridan in Hell's Kitchen.
And the answer is?
The little tough guy. He knows this boy. Plenty of fun.
Sure to be got.
James Cagney, I believe.
Correct. Cagney, other point for the Americans. And Joan Bennett played opposite whom? Get this, girls, in Manhunt. Okay, Susan. No.
The Hillbilly Jamboree with Smokey and his saddle pals.
loving on corn shells. Tweedle-o, twirl, twiddling-wood. I sat there wishing that he could go fishing over the hill. Tweedle-o, twirl, tweedle-o, twirl. Now don't you look drowsy. Tweedle-o, twirl, now nodding his head. Little bit lazy, fluffy but daisy, getting a thrill. Tweedle-o.
You know, he says, monkey business in the gear.
Used to be so sweet to me, but now you changed your ways. Like a monkey, up and down, you run around all day. You also stay out every night until the clock strikes 3. And if I catch you with the goods, I'll cause you misery. I know there's monkey business.
AFN Berlin's remote crew picks up current events features in the area. Bob Gilmore at the controls throws the cue to start an AFN on-the-spot pickup from Wannsee Beach.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. From Wannsee Beach in Berlin, AFN is preparing to bring you another in the popular series of Your Inquiring Reporter. And with us today is Dr. Bob Royce of Bedside Manor fame.
And hello, everyone. Here we are at Wannsee Beach in Berlin, interviewing people about on the beach enjoying the sand and the sea. We have here a girl serving with the French government in Berlin. Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing here in Berlin with the French?
I'm secretary, you know.
Oh, you're serving as a secretary? And what's your name? I'm sorry.
Françoise.
Françoise?
Mm.
And do you like Berlin?
Not much. I prefer for now where I am. See?
For now, where you are?
Yes.
I see. Well, where's your home in France?
In Reims, Brittany.
In Reims, Brittany?
Yes.
And I imagine you hope to go back to Reims rather quickly.
Oh, I was there not long ago, you know,
Oh,
just
you were?
1 week ago.
I see. And do you expect to serve here in Germany for quite a while now?
Oh no, not very long. I shall get back in 3 months, about 3 months again, you see.
How do you like the beaches here in Germany compared to those in France?
It's lovely. I mean, I like it very much here, you know.
Is
It's
it
not the same kind, you know.
Have you been to the Riviera?
No, I
No?
don't know, no.
And do you hope to stay in Europe, or are you one of these people in Europe who hopes to come to America?
I like to go there someday, maybe.
This show, as well as studio performances and other features, are recorded in AFN Berlin and aired at the best listening times. The combined recording and broadcasting control room shows one of the engineers recording a remote, such as the foregoing scene, which comes from one of the many special telephone lines laid to every point of entertainment and interest in the Berlin district. The Neon 48 marks one of the most popular and best-known night spots in the ETO. In Berlin, such a spot means an AFN Berlin mic as well. The 298th AGF band plays. At the console again, you see Anita Siegel running her morning show, Anita's Album. Aside from the record shows, which the announcer selects from the library of over 2,000 records, the equipment Anita is using may control live studio productions from any one of 3 studios. As an example of this technique, we draw a little talent from the staff and give you this arrangement of a piano recital with Jim Bailey doing the opening announcement and the introduction to the numbers. Playing is Lee Reynolds, whom we saw previously as an announcer. Music productions are, of course, only a section of the complete picture. Dramatics also play an important part in the program diet. Special events and shows of local interest are written especially by the script department and produced using talent from the staff. Here is producer Don Abbott, giving the cue on a show using the station staff. The work of AFN Berlin has drawn comment from Major General Frank A. Keating.
Radio played a tremendous part in contributing to the victory achieved a little more than a year ago. As a medium of information, it kept the American soldier and civilian fully and honestly conversant with the current situation and coming events. As a medium of recreation and entertainment, it filled an essential gap in the ever-present need for establishing and maintaining a high spirit of morale. I, therefore, in the name of the troops in the Berlin Military District, extend our thanks and appreciation to AFN Berlin for a year of outstanding service, and to the network at large for doing a splendid job. Keep it up.
And so after each day of broadcast service, darkness falls on the Berlin studios of AFN, disclosing a brilliant advertisement of the network, seeming to bring a satisfaction and a sense of accomplishment to those who have seen AFN grow from a wandering group of radio men on the road to Berlin to a radio station flashing stateside radio fare to all who wish to listen in the